If you've got green beetles chewing your roses and grapes down to lace, this video is going to tell you for sure whether you're dealing with Japanese beetles. Because before you fight something, you need to know what it is. In another video, I'm going to talk about the beetle's natural enemies. Because Japanese beetles do have enemies out there working on your side, even though sometimes they don't work as fast as we want them to. I'll explain exactly what helps and what realistically to expect.
Let's start with the beetle itself, because the good news is they're easy to recognize once you know what you're looking at. An adult Japanese beetle is about 3/8 of an inch long, so roughly the size of your pinky nail. The head and the thorax, that's the section right behind the head, are a bright metallic green, almost jewel-like. Then the wing covers are a coppery, bronzy brown. Here's the detail that clinches the ID. Look along the sides of the abdomen. There are 5 little tufts of white hair on each side, plus 2 more tufts at the very tip, 5 and 2. If you see those white patches, you're not guessing anymore. That's a Japanese beetle. And one more quirky habit worth knowing. If you reach for one, they'll just often let go. They drop straight off the plant and usually fly away mid-fall. It's a survival trick, but highly annoying when I'm hunting them. I'll actually put that habit to work later in the series when I talk about hand picking. Most of the time, you'll notice the damage before you notice the beetle. So let's talk about what that looks like. The signature sign is something called skeletonizing. The beetles eat the soft green tissue of the leaf, but leave the veins behind. So you end up with this lacy, see-through skeleton of a leaf still hanging on the plant. They'll also chew ragged holes in flower petals and feed directly on fruit. And they're not shy about their favorites. Japanese beetles feed on over 400 different plants, but they especially love roses, grapes, raspberries, beans, and linden trees. 2 more clues. First, they feed in groups. A damaged leaf actually releases a scent that calls in more beetles, so a small problem turns into a feeding frenzy really fast. Second, they like to work from the top down. You'll often see the worst damage on the youngest, sunniest leaves at the top of the plant. Now let's rule out the imposters, because a few other beetles get blamed for Japanese beetle damage. The big one is the false Japanese beetle. It's a similar size and shape, but it's a dull brown all over. No metallic green head, no copper shine, and no white tufts on the sides. If it's brown and boring, it's probably not the real thing. You might also run into June beetles, sometimes called June bugs. They're bigger, chunkier, more of a solid brown, and they mostly fly around at night, bumping into your porch light. Japanese beetles are daytime feeders, out and about from mid-morning into the evening. So here's your quick checklist again. Metallic green head, copper wings, 5 white tufts down each side, active during the day, and feeding in groups on the leaves themselves. Hit all of those, and you've made a positive ID.
If this video helped you identify that pesky green nemesis, I would love to have you stick around for the whole series. I'm Carol at Almost 2 Acres, a senior gardener, fighting pesky bugs and having a lot of fun gardening in Zone 4.